Hey Stash fam, thank you for tuning into The World According to Stash. I'm Steve, and this is the very first installment of Steve's Shop Creations. Alright, so today we're going to take some scraps of wood that I found on my woodpile and turn them into beautiful plaques to remember our friend's pets. For our friend Steve, we're going to take this piece of wood and we're going to turn it into a plaque to remember his bulldog Bowser. And then for our friend Amanda, we're going to take this piece of wood and we're going to turn it into a plaque to remember her little Yorkie Rose. I hope you enjoy the process. Stick around. So while I was sanding, our SD card we were using ran out of room. So I figured no big deal, I'll just switch it out with another one. And this is where we ran into some more of those growing pains of being new YouTubers and learned a very valuable lesson to always have a good micro SD card. I had a bunch of footage that I really wanted you guys to see and was excited for this episode. And then when we went to transfer it, I looked up at the screen and the whole thing went to alien hieroglyphics. And then it just disappeared. Nowhere to be found. We took it out, went to put it back in the camera, and there was nothing there. I was absolutely heartbroken, to say the least. And I really considered just throwing away this whole episode, but then I thought, these pieces really came out great, and I love doing them, and you should at least get to check them out. So we're gonna show them to you. But quick, before we show you those pieces, I'm gonna just let you in on a little bit of what I did, even though you can't see it. I started off by using a hole saw to create a hole for the slate coaster. Then I used a router to route out some spots for the paws. After that, I stained Amanda's piece, and when that was dry, I polyed both of them. After that, I would take some resin and color them both and pour, customize them both with some vinyl of the puppies' names on each of them. And then finally, you missed me throwing a giant pity party for myself, but nobody really needs to see that. I do have a quick video to show you though, and that's of Bowser's coaster being laser etched by a laser engraver. Ash and I don't have one yet, so for that, I really would like to thank my friend Greg for helping us out with that step, until we get one. For Steve's piece, the piece of wood I used was a piece of black walnut, and because it was black walnut, I didn't use any stain at all. For his resin, I used a glow-in-the-dark resin, and for the vinyl for Bowser's name, I used a flat black vinyl. Amanda's piece was a little bit different. I used pine on this one, only because I really wanted to use a red stain that would show up because I was going with a Buffalo Bills theme for her. That's why the resin for the paws are blue and the vinyl is blue and white. One thing both pieces have in common is in the resin is just a small amount of the ashes of the puppy. I feel this encapsulates just a small part of their pet forever in this piece that they can always look upon. I've done a handful of these over the years for some friends and some family, and I feel really honored that any of them would let me just help them keep their memory alive. Because we didn't get to show you all of the steps and procedures of these pieces, I will be doing another one very soon, so I hope you stick around for it. If you have fur babies at home, maybe tonight you just give them an extra treat and tell them I said hi. thank you so much for joining this circus and being our companions on this ride. And just know, to us, you are never not awesome.